Yeah, I'm back with another short video. Look, Jay Z. About to upload this video, you heard? Because I don't be uploading no videos. I'm about to upload this one. But look, Jay Z. I done already told him what I haven't told him. They already told him basically 2 times uh, that I'm a baby, right? No, 3 times that I'm a baby. So it's almost like saying these people can't stop attacking a baby, all right? This, just from the sound of it, you know that's not good, right? If you got these grown people, it can't stop attacking a baby, right? I told them 3 times already. Not for to tell them a fourth time, right? The first 2 times, no, the first one was really in the Bible when they say Babylon, right? But it's really Babylon because it's Babylon. Baby is baby. So in the Bible it says Babylon, right? I'm pretty sure they talk about. I don't know. I don't know what country they talking about. But it's the whole. It's more than this country attacking you. It's other countries stealing from you also. All right. And I'm sure because on Google I saw those women all in other countries doing those same poses. Right. I seen them all in other countries doing the same poses. And then on the tape recorder, I heard them talking about Middle Eastern. When I was in Philadelphia, they was talking about Middle Eastern. That's a whole other country. Talk about you packing the Middle Eastern, right? That's not even this country. That's another country. So they stay robbing you all in other countries, right? Now, if you was the same ethnicity as them, they wouldn't rob you, right? They would give you respect. Uh, it's still a few places where you could go get some respect, and those are the really really poor countries. The people that are really really poor, the people in the poorest countries will still give you some love and respect, right? Now, Jada Z, what does poor and protected have in common? Taking y'all to school. See, y'all daddy really do take y'all to school, right? What does poor and protected have in common? Look at the beginning of those words. Poor and protected. All right? If you write the words down, Jada Z, if you write them 2 words down on a piece of paper, you will see the meaning, right? You will see the connection. Poor and protected. See what I'm saying? So if I go to so that tells me I would have to go to if these people still acting crazy, right? I would I would have to go to the poor countries where the people are poor, and they would give me they would still get that's where you could find some love and some respect, right? You have to go to the countries where the people are very poor because when you think those people, you know what I'm saying, those people are poor, right? They're really, really poor. But those people are also being protected, right? That's the way God protect people. Having them that poor, he also protected them by having them that poor. Because when he see when he see how people is in this country, from having all this good technology, you know, they got all this money and all this technology and all this, you know what I'm saying, all this good food to eat, you know, nice cars to drive. But look at their personality. Look how bad their personality got. They just ignore God. They evil. They can't stand for nobody to have nothing. They still unbelievable. See what I'm saying? And they on their way to hell. Right? He tell women to help you. Now they won't lift a finger to help you, right? These women was nobody. Nobody knew these women. Ariana was on Instagram following everybody and their mama trying to get famous. She was on Instagram following everybody trying to get famous. That girl had followed about 7,000 people trying to get famous. And then I went and discovered Ariana and blew her up, right? She don't have no type of loyalty. She don't have no type of, you know what I'm saying? She don't thank me at all. She just ignored me after I helped her that much, right? She would still be on Instagram following people trying to get famous right now if it wasn't for me. But I blew her up, right? And she don't appreciate it, all right? Same thing with Jada Lene. Jada was on Instagram following everybody. She was on Instagram doing those dances, trying to get famous, right? I discovered her and I blew her up, right? And I tried to make her the queen. And then later on, I found out she was my daughter. I made her the face of the NBA 2 years ago. Jada Lene, I made her the face of the NBA, right? Same thing with Ocean. She was on Instagram and YouTube, putting out the rap songs with Kung Fu, right? Trying to get famous, right? She was closer than the other two girls. She was closer, but she still wasn't famous. She was just a lot closer, right? She did have like 2 million followers, but it's still too many people didn't know her, right? Even though Ocean had 2 million followers, it was still too many people that didn't know who she was, didn't know nothing about her. Now everybody know her, right? So now all she got to do is drop hits. Everybody know you now, all right? So I'm saying, and it's a bunch of other girls I did that for. Those girls, none of those girls don't help you at all. I gave Candy and Danielle all that status and fame, and they won't help you at all, all right? Same thing with Tasha and Sammy. I gave them all that status and fame. They won't help you at all. Heard? And then when he tell those men to help you, they don't lift a finger, right? Those men, the men that he telling to help you, those men already got millions of dollars. He didn't tell no broke men to help you. He did not. The women didn't have no money, right? But I did get them famous. The men was already famous. The men that he told to help you was already famous, and they already had millions of dollars, and they wouldn't. They ignored God, right? All those men. Every man he told to help you had millions of dollars already and was already famous. All right. You didn't get no help at all from nobody. Yeah. And look, they can sit there and do mind reading and talk about what type of person you is. I don't think a baby is evil. I never heard of an evil baby. I never met a baby that was evil. I never met a baby that was mean. Babies don't even fucking talk. And if you knew me back in the day, you know I didn't fucking talk. They just made me start talking, right? So, you know what I'm saying? I don't whip no women. A baby not gonna whip a woman, right? A big baby, right? AZ, technically, it's called a big baby, right? Z, I'm a real big baby. Yeah. They told you that 2 times with them rappers. The rapper named the baby, his name is John. His baby mama named Danielle. All right. The other rapper, Lil Baby, his baby mama named Jada. So 2 baby rappers told you already. And look, now I'm for to let a basketball player tell you. All right. Now I'm about to let an NBA player tell you because I guess it didn't sink in with the two rappers. So maybe with an NBA basketball player, maybe it'll finally sink in, right? Now Z, Jada and Z. Go and Google. And the dude is from my home. The dude is from my hometown. He from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. He from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, where I'm born at, right? The same place, you know, NBA YoungBoy, right? NBA YoungBoy from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, right? So he from the same place, right? It's a basketball player, right? They call him. He went to LSU, right? They call him Big Baby, right? That's his name, Big Baby, and he went to LSU, right? So Google LSU basketball, Big Baby, right? Now look, Jada, this how obvious it is, right? He wear number 0. That's his jersey number, number 0, right? And his mama name is Tanya, right? Jada and Z. My mama named Tanya. See what I'm saying? He from Baton Rouge. He went to school. He played basketball at LSU. They call him Big Baby, right? He wear number 0 for LSU, right? He's 6'9". That's how you know I'm supposed to be 6'8". When I tell you I'm supposed to grow to 6'8", he is 6'9", right? He wear number 0, and they call him Big Baby, right? At LSU. Just like Sha'Carri, the MVP, the last MVP, Sha'Carri, she went to LSU also, in Baton Rouge. And the other girl, Angel Reese, she went to LSU also. Both of them went to LSU a few years ago. Sha'Carri and Angel Reese, they both went to LSU a few years ago. All right. And before I left Baton Rouge, right before I left Baton Rouge, I went to LSU and was giving all the students my CD. Well, not all of them. There's too many students. But I gave some of the students my CD at LSU. I went to the LSU campus and started just handing out my CDs, just giving people my rap CD. This was 2018 before I left Baton Rouge. No, this might have been 2017. Now look, his mama name is Tanya. My mama name is Tanya. He wear number 0. And look, he got drafted by Boston Celtics, right? But guess what team he went to after he left Boston Celtics? He got drafted by Boston. Then guess what team he went to? The Orlando Magic. He went to the Orlando Magic after he left Boston Celtics. And then look, after he left the Orlando Magic, after he retired from the NBA, he went to play overseas. He went to this overseas team, right? And guess what the team was called? St. John. All right. So after the Orlando Magic, he went to go play for St. John basketball. St. John. Now, Jada and Z, do I have to tell y'all anything else? Is that enough? Is that enough information for it to sink in? Z, I'm not just your daddy. I'm your baby daddy, for real, right? Z, tell him, leave my baby daddy alone. Yeah, Z, I'm really your baby daddy. Hey, Jada, I'm really your baby daddy, right? And I'm supposed to be 6'8". If they would let me fucking grow, if they would get off of my back, all right? And stop attacking a baby. Yeah. Now, Jada and Z, is that enough information for it to finally sink in? That they is fucking with a baby. They won't leave a baby alone. Now, don't that sound like Babylon when I say they won't leave a baby alone? Hey, Elder Ricard, Elder Lawyer, how does that sound when I say they won't leave a baby alone? because Elder Ricard used to always talk about Babylon, right? That's where I got that from. I got that from them. I got that from listening to them so many years, right? When they used to talk about Babylon. Well, look, Elder Ricard, Elder Lawyer, how does it sound when I tell y'all? How does it sound when I tell y'all these people can't leave a baby alone? And Elder Ricard and Elder Lawyer used to always talk about Babylon. Don't they have the same sound? Hey, Elder Ricard, don't that have the same sound? When I tell you these people can't leave a baby alone? And he used to always talk about Babylon. Babylon, Babylon in the Bible. Well, these people can't leave, these people about to go to hell because they can't leave a baby alone. Hey, Elder Ricard, Elder Lawyer. Even, well, I never heard John Stockstill talk about Babylon. I never heard him talk about that. But I did hear Elder Ricard and Elder Lawyer talked about it all the time. They always talked about Babylon. So how does that sound when I tell them these people fit to go to hell because they can't leave a baby alone? Right? A big baby. Right? Hey Z, I'm gonna grow to 6'8". Right? A real big baby. Right? Hey Jada Lene. You know a baby not supposed to whip a woman, right? Yeah, you might want to stop comparing these grown ass men to a baby. All right? Stop expecting me to whip a woman. Can't y'all process Jada Lene? Can't you process that? If information telling you he a baby, he a big baby, well, why is you still waiting for him to whoop a woman? If the information tell you he a big baby. One time in the Bible, Babylon, right? 2 times with rappers. And look, the baby, his baby mama named Danielle, he went filed a police report on Danielle around the same time as I did. That's the only time I ever filed a police report on somebody, was when I filed a police report on Danielle. That's the only time I went to the police and filed a police report on somebody my whole entire life. I've never went to the police and filed a police report on somebody ever, except for when I went to the police station in Houston. When I was in Houston, I went to the police station and filed a report on Danielle, and they did not do nothing. I told it. I told them. They was like, we need her last name. I said, I don't got her last name. I'm telling you where she work at. I know her name. I'm telling you where she work at. You could go find her last name. Go to her job and find her last name. I'm telling you where she work at. They still wouldn't do their job. I'm like, I know where she work. Go to her job and find her last name. They wouldn't do it, right? Oh man, it's a lot of Danielles, bro. That's what the black dude gonna tell me at the police station. It's a lot of Danielles. I'm telling him, I know where she work. All right? He was like, it's a lot of Danielles. We gonna need her last name. I said, I know where she work at. Go to her job and do your job. Go to her job and find her last name. Yeah. Because the women wouldn't talk at all. When I got to the police station in Houston, they had three women police officers, and they would not talk. They gonna tell me, go have a seat and we'll be with you in a little bit. And they just didn't say nothing else. And so about 30 minutes later, finally this black dude show up, this black police officer show up finally. This black dude, this black man police officer, because they had 3 women police officers, and they wouldn't say shit. I was like, have a seat. We'll help you out. Go have a seat. And then I just sat there for about 30 minutes, and they still never said nothing. And then finally, this dude show up, and he he didn't do shit because I didn't know her last name. Yeah. Now Jada and Z, around that same time, the rapper The Baby, right? He filed a police report on Danielle around that same time, right? My system is getting, my system all fucked up from overdosing 3 days ago. My arms is going numb easier, like faster. My arms is going numb. Uh, my body is really, really cold. Stuff like that. Crazy shit, right? It's like saying, I'm supposed to have been sleeping a whole lot and resting it and, getting all the vitamins and sleeping. It's like saying I've been able to get half of the sleep. And because of money, they can't stop stealing from a baby. They can't handle a baby having some money. They is judging unbelievable. Why don't you find a grown ass man? Why don't they go find a grown ass man to fuck with? See what I'm saying? Why don't they go find a grown ass man to steal from and fuck with and criticize? Why they can't leave a baby alone? Elder Ricard, Elder Rashad, and Elder Lawyer. Why they can't leave a baby alone? It's the question. So it's like saying, they forcing me to do all this talking. They forcing a baby to talk more than the grown ass men. The grown ass men get to be quiet, and they making a baby talk the most. All right? They want a baby to do it with no help, and the grown ass men get help. Right? The women want to see the baby do it all by himself, but the grown ass men get help. Can somebody fix this situation? Cause it don't sound right. It don't sound right, right? You want to see the baby do it all by himself, but you give the grown ass men get help. And see, that don't sound right, right? You want to see the baby starve himself, but the grown ass men get to eat whatever they want. But you want to see a baby starve? You want to starve a baby? You want to starve a baby. All right? He from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. He went to school at LSU. He played basketball at LSU. He wore number 0. And his mama named Tanya. They call him Big Baby. You can Google him. He got drafted by Boston Celtics. I got a Boston Celtics jacket on right now. He got drafted by Boston Celtics. And then after that, after his contract with Boston Celtics, he went to the Orlando Magic. And then after Orlando Magic, he left the NBA and went play overseas for a team called St. John. All right. Now look, I'm trying to play in the NBA when I grow to 6'8". I'm trying to play in the NBA. Right now, I'm trying to play in New Orleans. Uh, uh um, Milwaukee Bucks. All right. I'll play with Giannis and Dame, Milwaukee Bucks, or I'll play with New Orleans with Zion. All right. So, now look, you know who else in New Orleans, right? You know who else on that team, right? Remember that girl I was rapping? Remember that song I made? That girl I was rapping about? She on that team with Zion, right? I know y'all remember Swing Cash, right? Hey Jada, you remember Swing Cash? Remember that song I made a long time ago when I first started the NBA? Jada, I know you remember that song. Jada, you was about 14 years old. I know you remember that song I made, right? When I first started the NBA. And I was talking about that girl Swing Cash. I know you, Jada, I know you remember. All right? When I was talking about that girl, right? Well, right after I made that song, she got hired by New Orleans. So she on that team. She the president. She the president on that of that team with Zion Williams. Swing Cash the president, right? So maybe Swing Cash gonna let me play on her team since I already made a song about her, right? Maybe Swing Cash gonna let me play with Zion. Maybe Swing Cash gonna hook me up, right, Jada? Yeah. So look, I'm finna go ahead and cut this off. I'm gonna upload this to YouTube.